speaking of fighting, UFC 273. What do you think about Khamzat?
Let me see
was a
these
wild
guys. Who's
fight.
Hagamash? So let's see who these guys. Who's fighting now?
Khamzat Chimaev.
He's from
It's,
Chechnya?
yeah, he's
You know
from
who-
Chechnya.
He's
You know who
a
called
fucking
him that?
psychopath.
You know who
right?
else
These
called him
Chetnese
that?
guys
It's a
could
wild
fight,
dude.
huh?
Wait,
Yeah.
would you call him? We called him.
Khamzat.
Oh, Khamzat.
Khamzat Chimaev.
Okay, yeah.
Colby Covington calls him Khamzat.
So does.
It's very rude.
So come, listen.
A lot of other guys do it too.
Come-
So
shit,
yeah.
what?
Remember?
Listen, say that, yo. He calls a what?
He calls him Khamzat.
What? Look, I can't
Very
say
rude.
nothing about that.
It's very rude.
Remember,
but he's just fucking with his head, obviously.
Remember Izzy? We had Izzy on the show. Adesanya.
Oh, he says it too?
Adesanya. He said that too on the show. Is that like a thing now? Like,
What, Khamzat?
yeah,
It
he
sounds
called
like
him-
something
he
Izzy
called
would
this
say.
guy this.
Did you watch that fight, Mike?
Which one?
Between him and Gilbert Burns?
No, but I know this guy has some. He has some issues that he looks like a nice guy, but he's kind of psychopathic.
Oh, he's
right?
a full psychopath. Full psychopath.
You think he's a rising star?
Oh yeah, I
he
mean
is a
he
star.
just
He's a
beat
star.
Gilbert Burns. Gilbert Burns was a #2 contender, I think,
But
or
he
number
beat the
3.
shit out of him, huh?
He beat him. No, it was a close fight.
Yeah, wow.
It was a good fight. It was a very, very good fight. Some people even thought Gilbert won. Like,
Oh, let's look at.
I have good friends that texted me afterwards and they thought Gilbert won. I thought it was a very good fight, though. Very close fight. It was the first time Khamzat had ever been tested. Gilbert dropped him.
But you know he
Gilbert
can
hit him
take
with a
it.
big right hand and dropped him.
How do you think he'd match up with Adesanya and Usman?
See, the thing is, like,
They look too big for him.
Usman beat Burns in his last outing pretty handily. I mean, Burns caught him in the first round with a big shot, but Usman survived easily and then stopped Burns afterwards, and just was the first guy to be able to really dominate him like that.
Burns,
So
this
there's
guy-
like,
you know, 'cause there's
this
the
high-
guy from
there's
Chechnya, he's
levels.
a good fighter, but he gets hit a lot.
well,
He
Burns is
doesn't
a
move his
wild
head.
man. He's a wild man. It's one of the reasons why he's so good, but it's also one of the reasons why he took this fight, because he's got the balls to fight this big giant welterweight and go to war with him.
Yeah.
And very little of the fight was on the ground. And even on the ground, the thing is, like, Gilbert's like,
Ooh,
he drops him with a
jab.
jab. Gilbert is super dangerous on the ground. I mean, he's a 4-time Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu world champion. And really started his career at 155, fought at 55 for a while. But at 170, I mean, he beat Tyron Woodley pretty handily. He's a beast, man. He's really good.
He's enthusiastic, too.
Oh, he's a fucking beast.
Enthusiasm makes
Yeah.
it happen.
Yeah, yeah.
I always tell my
He's-
daughter that. The enthusiasm makes it happen, baby.
He's a born fighter.
Yeah.
And he's also a guy who competes regularly in grappling at an elite level.
Wow.
Yeah, he fought Rafael Lovato. He had a match with him, a jiu-jitsu match with him, and beat him. And Lovato was like top of the food chain American Brazilian jiu-jitsu black belt, like world champion in Bellator, like an elite guy. And Gilbert beat him in a grappling match. I mean, he didn't submit him, but he beat him on points in a grappling match, which is crazy for a guy that's fighting at this level in the UFC to also be able to compete at a super high level in grappling simultaneously. I mean, that's what a warrior Gilbert Burns is. He's a beast. But that dude, Khamzat, is the fucking truth.
Real deal.
He's the fucking truth. Because he got hit with bombs. He got his head spun around backwards, never
He
backed
kicked-
off.
He kicked him off the
Oh,
picture.
yeah.
He almost kicked him out of the picture of the television,
Oh,
right?
this is a battle. That's
Right
another
here,
battle.
he got
This is a
dropped here and immediately dives in and grabs a hold of him and takes him down. I mean, he was on Queer Street right there.
Oh, they fighting hard.
It was
these
a
guys.
war.
battle. Yeah, it was a war.
The first fight that he was ever really tested inside the octagon, and all the other fights that he's had 4 wins. He's been hit twice, and that's not bullshit. 4 wins, he was hit twice. In this fight, he was hit like
Yeah,
119
he got hit a
times or
lot.
something crazy.
Can I tell you-
It was an amazing fight.
Listen, didn't we just read about the Chetnians?
Yeah,
what
we
kind of
just did.
mentality
Yeah.
they are?
Tough fucking
That's
people,
their
man.
mentality, too.
Yeah.
And you know what they do for entertainment? They wrestle bears and they no, listen. I've been there. I traveled. I stayed there. I've been there. I know the president ran them. And they watch like Evel Knievel stunts and tricks and the guy with a motorcycle. It's the whole time you sit there and watch it.
They have a
it's
lot of
exciting.
MMA fighters that come out of there.
Oh, sorry.
I'm just gonna say they get behind a lot of MMA fighters. It's very like combat sports driven country. So when a guy like Khamzat comes out of there, you also got to think like horrible place to live.
Listen,
It's dangerous.
Life
and
is
middle
not worth
war.
a quarter. Life is just worth a word,
Yeah.
not worth anything.
It's a war-torn part of the world, and the people that survive, guys like him, and then he goes over to Sweden, becomes an elite wrestler. The people that he trains with, he's like their brothers. He would never fight them. He's like very tightly knit with the people he trains with. Because he just started training with this English guy, Darren Till. It's kind of a hilarious duo. Darren Till is this Muay Thai fighter from England. He fights in the UFC, and he started training with Khamzat in Sweden. They become like best friends. And now they call each other brother, and like everybody's his brother. So he's got like this tight-knit team until he goes to war. And then when he goes to war, he just wants to kill everybody.
Listen, no one knows how
You
much
gotta do. That's how you
the
gotta
warrior.
do.
Nobody knows how much the warrior spirit is in the English people.
Yeah.
They're nothing but warriors. It's nothing but warriors. That's all they know how to do is fight. You go to England, everybody in England know how to do is fight. They may know how to win, but everybody knows how to fight.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that at all.